Hello, everyone. I have moved my character all the way across the screen. Alrighty, perfect. Welcome back, everybody, to Childhood Drama Simulator. Reason I call it that is because this game, as amazing as it is, has our child going through so many traumatic experiences all at the same time. But even then, well, I would rate this game a 10 out of 10 so far. I am truly enjoying it. It is a wonderfully amazing game. I am trying to make sure things are plugged in properly because I totally forgot about the controller. All right. But yeah, so welcome back. Thanks so much for tuning in, and let's get on. So, just to give you kind of like a recap of everything, I Was a Teenage Exocolonist is mainly a story based game. And why can't I hear any audio? Give me a second as I figure out what's going on. Because there's no audio coming through either. Oh, because it's muted. That's why. That makes sense. There we go. You guys can hear that, right? Perfect. Make sure. You know, there are so many things that I should have done before the stream started. This is one of those. Alright, perfect. But yeah, I Was a Teenage Exocolonist is basically a story-based game where we are, playing as a colonist. Basically, it starts out at age 10. Family lands onto this planet with a bunch of other people. Start this big old community. You have stats that you end up leveling up as you go. As you're leveling up these stats, they help you with certain challenges. Passing certain challenges gets you into different areas, and you kind of just push into these areas, build up your stats, and figure out, how the game wants to be played. And honestly, I am loving every gosh darn minute of it. The characters evolve as they age. As you can see, if you've ever seen any of the other ones, this is an enemy. She started out as basically that wild kid that usually runs and plays in dirt, and just, really fun, really aggressive, jumps around all the place, really hyper energetic. She has slowly turned into, your soldier, basically. This is an enemy. An enemy is doing squats in the training yard. 30. 31. Oh. Hey, Ragashi. She jumps up, stretches her legs, feeling like challenging the squat queen. You can also give them items to build your relationships with them. This is what I have so far. Not too good friends with an enemy, but like enough to be like considered like really good acquaintance. I would say just friend. Cal, apparently we are almost at best friend level status, which is pretty great. Dis is really cool. He's actually, more recently, he has become one of my favorite characters, just because of, who he is. He is a more of a loner type personality, but honestly, those are like probably the coolest because, you know, they're the ones that usually are off doing things that nobody else is wanting to do. And by that, I mean, going out, exploring, and finding alien tech. It's really cool. You got Cal up here. He's pretty much your farm boy. As you can see, he's hanging out in geoponics. It's hot and humid inside the geoponics bay, making your clothes stick to your skin as you look around for Cal. Eventually, you see him. His back is turned to you as he lifts a bag of fertilizer into a wheelbarrow. You call out to him as you approach, and he turns to you with a beaming smile. Hey, he greets you. I was hoping I'd see you today. As you open your mouth to respond, you hear a quiet crack and a hiss from nearby. No, come back. Oh, dude, watch out, Cal says, stepping between you and what you realize it's too late is a humidity sprinkler. Cal laughs as he's blasted by a cloud of mist. For one perfect moment, he looks as if he's been outlined in 1,000 rainbows. Ah, damn. Cal whines, smiling as he shakes his hair and flips it back over his shoulder. I should have let you take that one, but your clothes would have gotten wet. He stands up straighter as you gaze past over his body. He's really grown into himself, is the thing. Before your eyes, a droplet of water bravely wins its way from the rise of his chest and down the rippling muscles of his abdomen to where it disappears into the shirt tied around his waist. This very descriptive of here. Maybe I should read that again. Before your eyes, a droplet of water bravely wins its way from the rise of his chest and down the rippling muscles of his abdomen to where it disappears into the shirt tied around his waist. Cal tilts his head, his smile turning into a little teasing. He flexes his biceps at you. Got you looking. Dude, you're blinding me. Put his shirt on. I want to take my shirt off too. Cal laughs and jokingly covers his eyes as you take off your shirt. You twirl it around your finger and launch it at his face. Cal whines, throwing your shirt back at you. Regular people are so sweaty. How can you stand being wet all the time? Cal puts his hands on his hips and flexes and fixes you with a cocky grin. I'm always the right temperature, thanks to my enhancement. I don't even need to sweat. You should try it sometime, bruh. Get on my level. You spend an enjoyable afternoon helping Cal deliver bags of fertilizer to every corner of the hydroponics bay. When the job's done, he claps you on the back. Oof, as he's as strong as he looks. Cal chatters at you about his plan for the rest of the week as you leave the hydroponics lab. The relatively cooler, drier air of Vertumna hits you like a slap, because of course Cal doesn't look bothered at all. Race you to the cafeteria, he teases you, before taking off down the path. You yell and run after him, causing a ruckus that makes a few adults shake their heads fondly at you as you tear through the colony side by side. He's pretty cool. Ooh, a mushwood log. That's another thing. You can collect items. Excuse me. You can collect items as you go out and about, and said items will help you, build relationships with people. Also, they can help turn cards, which I'll explain later once it comes up, into higher versions so that you can get more points and complete challenges easier. Alright, Mars is watching holovids, propping her head up with her hand. Newton's bloody apple, she curses. We have got to start producing our own entertainment soon, or I am literally going mad. She likes sparkly things. Things that she can see her own reflection in. Hello, Nomi. You look over Nomi's shoulder to see that they are drawing a whole page dedicated to the native Vertumnan plants. They look up at you and rub their cheek with the end of their pencil. I know we're supposed to believe in Governor Loom, they confessed, but, what if we accidentally hurt the planet? What if some of the super cool plants and animals die? They look down at their page. I just think it'd be really sad if that happened. I have a present for you. It's a shiny rock. Nomi makes the sound of appreciation and holds the crystal up to the light. Whoa! It makes rainbows! It's perfect! Thank you so much. Ooh, we have a friendship thingy. Nomi is camped out in the lounge, her holopad screen spread out before them like drawing table. In another screen, there's a collection of photos of a manticore. Nomi looks between the two screens, their brow furrowed in concentration, as they scribble directly onto the screen with a stylus. What are you doing? Well, Nomi replies thoughtfully, I wanted to write and illustrate a story about aliens, like the Turbo Girl Hyperjet transform, except using the Xenos here on Vertumna, like manticores and faceless and stuff, but they can talk, and instead of attacking the colony, they help the people instead. That sounds cool. Thanks, Nomi chirps, scribbling happily at their drawing. I got the idea from the second Turbo Girl Hyperjet OVA. You know, the one where Medusa demons show up, and the aliens and the Turbo Girls have to band together and defeat their their common enemy? I remember that part. Nomi looks up at you with a start. Oh, they exclaim. That reminds me. I'm trying to brush up on my xeno anatomy, and I'm totally fine with writing, but I kind of haven't been here long enough to make sure it feels right, you know? To make it go pop. I want to make sure that I'm being, sensitive about stuff. I don't know a lot. So I was wondering, could you help me with some of the world building? I'd love to. Our creativity is right where it needs to be. You spend an enjoyable afternoon helping Nomi with their story. When you're done, they give you a big hug and thank you profusely for your help. You feel really proud of what you've accomplished. Hooray! And this one. This is my favorite character for other reasons. Over the years, a lot of people have started wearing a lot less clothing than you remember. From where you were growing up in the climate controlled stratospheric, definitely a lot less in the holovids you brought from Earth. Rex, though, Rex has really acclimated to Vertumna's hot, sultry weather. Ah, ooh. Rex throws his head back and laughs loud and it echoes through the courtyard. Ah, ooh, he howls. Ah, 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 ooh. You both giggle and lock eyes for a few seconds that feel like literal months. Eventually, Rex fixes you with a fancy smile and scratches the back of his head. It does nice things to his whole body, his chest, shoulders, biceps situation. So, you like what you see, huh? Look at that kissy face. He leans in, like sharing a secret. Me too. Then he winks at you. Ah, I got you a present. It's a log. Hooray! Can't wait for his bar to be finished. It sounds exciting. You spot Rex carrying supplies and big pieces of wood into the construction site at the end of the lounge, the future home of his bar. He waves at you. Well, as much as he can wave while his arms are full of mushwood. Hail yeah. Halo, Rikashi, he calls out to you. Things are going great in here, thanks to you. It'll be done in no time. You take a look at what you can see. Rex has kept it all pretty well tarped up, and hates letting people inside to peek. But you can tell it's big. Perhaps a little too big? Ambitious, maybe, for a first solo construction product. But Rex has a lot of help from his crew, and from the whole colony. He'd have to. He'd be able to find enough wood. I would love to see it. Rex shifts from foot to foot. Well, he sighs, biting his lip. But you gotta get the sense that he's dying to share it with someone. Okay, he says, but just for you. You follow him into his tent. It's chaos inside, littered with pieces of mushwood of varying lengths and covered in fine sawdust. Light coming through some gaps in the tent pick up all the little sparkling motes of dust in the air, making it seem almost magical. Rex spreads his arms. Well, this is it. Well, so far. We have a bar and a dance floor. That's all you really need. He swipes open his hollow palm and starts playing some music, then shimmies over to the only clear spot in the mess. That must be the dance floor, you figure, because he starts wiggling and bopping along to the music, gesturing for you to dance with him. Yeah. And we got extra bravery for dancing. Rex cheers as you join him on the dance floor. He grabs your hand and spins you around, and you laugh and dance to the music coming from his hollow palm. Moving your body just for the sheer joy of it feels amazing. You can see your future of this place. You can see the future of this place. A place where people come not because they're just stressed and need to relax, but where they can really cut loose and enjoy themselves. Rex had the right idea. Rex comes over to you and slings you into one-armed hug. Just seeing you makes me super energized, he says. I can almost hear the music now. That's right, the bar's gonna have live music. You know, anyone who plays an instrument. Or you know anyone who plays an instrument? I'm gonna work double time to finish this place. If you want to help, bring me all the mushwood you can find. We will bring all of the mushwood. A snowball lands right between your shoulder blades, followed by another one zipping over your head. When you turn, Rex is laughing as he scoops up more spark snow. Gotcha! Ah. But yeah, not only can we talk to people and build up our relationships, but we can also build up our stats by doing things like science stuff. Ah, we cannot because we are way too stressed. Understandable. I did try to sneak out in glow, and it did not go well. Tang is sitting before an array of hollow screens, all showing different graphs. Making decisions based on the mistakes of the humans we purposely left behind in Earth is foolish, she says, between bites of her protein bar. We may as well ask the stars for guidance, like astrologers. Nah, I will not be taking questions at this time. Okay, cool. Alright, there's an enemy. And we don't talk about this guy because this guy's an asshole. Guy is a big asshole. We don't like him. But Dis is cool. We like Dis. Dis is really cool. Hello, Dis. See, I don't want to dare you to go in the restricted area because I really don't like the card that you would give me. Does this interest you? Alien technology. Dis's eyes light up for when he sees your gift. Whoa, he says, taking them from you with its uncharacteristic delight. Is this... Where did you find this? It looks like some kind of alien artifact. It's gotta be. Yeah. Now it's time to decide how the month is going to go. I know for the fact we're going to end the month, or end the year, with glow season. We're going to try to make sure that we have zero stress so that we can blast through all of the adventure stuff. Because there is a secret at the end of that I want to get to. We discovered it when we were going through the alien observatory. Once we went through that, everything kind of clicked really well. So I would like to do that. But until then, we've got to get some stuff up. I need creativity to go up. I also need empathy to go up. We are too stressed out. That's right. Alright, Dis and Nomi are an unlikely pair, but you can see it. If anyone can power through Dis's gloomy exterior, it's Nomi. When Dis actually talks, it's usually about aliens or mind control rays or zombie fungus, and Nomi loves that kind of stuff. You often see them chatting. Oh, good for them! Dis looking a lot more at ease with them than anyone else in the colony. That's good. Oh, we are for sure getting rid of Discovering. Last thing I need is a level 1 baby card. Goodbye. It's your 17th birthday, but it's not just your birthday. Quiet is a time of new growth, a celebration of life and hope, not just for this year, but humanity's presence on Vertumna for years to come. You and your friends are the symbol of that hope. Quite literally, you are the future of humanity. Oh, look at that kid in the top corner. Hey, look at how cool he is. As you're all beginning to take your places as adults in the colony, the council has decided to throw a party in your honor, the Vertumnan Youth Ball. Mars is organizing it, of course, and you get an embossed invitation on real paper slipped under your door. Party, party, party all night long. Let's go. You slip into some party clothes and head over to the lounge to celebrate. Well, yourselves, and yourself specifically. It is your birthday after all. The lounge is all decked out. The decorations look expensive. Must have taken a lot of nanoprinter creds. Your friends are transformed too. Everyone has dressed up and looking like young adults you're becoming. You can hardly recognize some of them. Mars catches your eye and waves, her bangles jingling joyfully. She looks like a model from her holomags, every inch of her primed, painted, and perfumed. Rakashi, happy birthday! I'm so glad you can make it, she says over to the steady thrum of the music. Drinks are over there. Make your song request to congruence and take off your shoes. You look down at your boots, and then Mars, skeptically, she rolls her eyes and does a little bounce. Sock hop, just like Earth, duh. Oh. At the refreshments table. Yeah. They definitely look like the refreshments table. Cal is stuffing his Cal is stuffing his face with party food, and Rex shoves 2 glasses of punch in your hands. Gotta stay hydrated, he says, pouring himself another one. We'll be sweating it out one way or another. He winks at you. Don't let them fool you, Tangent mutters, joining you. She smears a glob of something pink and meaty looking on a cracker. It's well-documented phenomenon that people inexperienced with imbibing alcohol will begin to act as if they are drunk, even if they're completely sober. To Rex, she adds, I mean, of course that I'm not going to suffer any... I mean, of course, that I am not going to suffer any bad behavior. Rex grins, pulls up out a flask out of his vest, and pours a healthy addition to his glass. Who says it's gonna be an act? Let's get a little loose. Come on, it's a party. The music the music changes to something with a fast pounding beat. Rex throws his head back and howls. Woo, it's time to dance. Yeah, we're dancing. You, Rex, and Mars take to the dance floor. After a while, an enemy follows, pulling Vase behind her. You all dance until it feels like your heart is going to burst from excitement, from exertion, and from sheer joy of throwing yourself around the room with your friends. Nomi, who's playing DJ with Congruence, spins something a lot slower, more romantic. Grab a partner and pull them in close, they announce dreamily, or whatever distance you both feel comfortable with. Ree. Everyone giggles awkwardly and shuffles around, feeling intangible friction of teenage politics. Who dances with whom? Who makes the first move? Why are these my only 2 options? Game, no. I'm just gonna hang out and watch. Must one dance at a dance? Is it not enough to simply vibe with your friends? Change gives you a nod of recognition as you both hold down the refreshments table. At least 2 of us aren't interested in making fools of ourselves, she mutters darkly, indicating Anemone and Vase all but climbing into each other's clothes on the dance floor. Lol. Anemone and Vase. Oh, I feel bad for those 2. Vase is not a good person. Alright, after the slow song, Nomi spins Congruence's music library to something with a little more bounce to it. Oh, come back. The dance floor once more floods with bodies, ready to gyrate the night away. But the tunes are abruptly interrupted by Governor Loon's... Oh, you're an ass. He strides to the stage, flanked by Security Chief Rhett. Everyone on the dance floor whines in unison at having some buzzkill adult stop the music. But Loom just raises his hands and smiles indulgently. Look at all of you, he says. Young pioneers. I look at you and I see the future. Not just of this colony, but all of humanity. You catch a few people rolling their eyes. I would too. Trust me. Man is... You've heard this before. Red here, good man, a really good man. Really, the best of the colony. Shared this poem from a great Earth poet, Loom continues. Now, I'm not one for poetry myself, but damn if it's not something I want to share with you kids tonight on the eve of something really big. He clears his throat and reads from his palopalm. We cannot tarry here. We must bear the brunt of danger. With the useful sinews races. All the rest on us depend. Down the edges, through the passes, up the mountains, steep, conquering, holding, daring, venturing as we go. The unknown ways, pioneers, oh pioneers. We primeval forests felling, we the rivers stemming, vexing, we and piercing deep the mines within. We the surface broad surveying, we the virgin soil upheaving, pioneers, oh pioneers. Applaud politely? Rhett looks a little pained, but Loom continues. What do you think of that? What do you think that poem means, kids? He asked. Does it mean we should sit here in our colony politely waiting for the planet to make space for us? He clenches his fist evocatively in the air. No! He exclaims. It means we need to get out there! We need to grab Vertumna by the balls and make it respect us. He points to you specifically. I need you, the next generation, to lead the charge. This is your planet, and you're old enough to defend it. I'm asking all eligible fighters to join squads massing at expeditions, to get out there and attack those monsters where they live. We're taking the fight to them. No more hiding behind our walls. To your left, Vase and Anemone lead the cheering that erupts. Loom and Rhett leave and the music spins back up again, but only a few die-hard partygoers still want to dance. Everyone else has broken into small groups to discuss the announcement. You are angry. This man's trying to commit genocide, but at the same time I get it because these creatures are coming in and trying to kill us every single time. There's something else going on. But, oof. Honestly, I'm kind of angry about that. Yeah, this is bullshit, Cal exclaims, causing a few heads to turn. They're not even going to try to figure out why the animals are attacking us. They're just going to kill, kill, kill. He waves his arms over his head. Aren't we supposed to be better than that? Dis clearly agrees, though much more quietly. They don't even know what's out there. They have no idea what they're up against. The party fizzles out as everyone drifts away from the lounge. You return to your empty quarters, your birthday forgotten. You've always been told the colony was safe. Now, you know this time is over. Alright, well, that is not great. I was not expecting this man to be all like, hey, we're gonna kill everything, ha 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 ha. You're cool, I hope you get better. Alright. Have you seen my delinquent brother? He was supposed to appear for vaccinations before leaving on expedition again. Dr. Instance messaged me, like I am his keeper, or such nonsense. She sighs and pinches the bridge of her nose. I am done minding him. If he wants to cough up flower petals for 3 weeks, or whatever else you mind, whatever else you mind, is out there, just waiting to infect us, he's welcome to muck around and find out. Alright, reasoning and organization. I know we get organization from helping up here. Yeah, organizing and persuasion. Persuasion I know definitely needs to go up. Bravery could go up a bit too. Yeah. We can do that. Not really anything to do in geoponics. Yeah, let's get our social skills up if we can. Now it's just a matter of finding out where to do that. Perception and animals. That'd be good for us. We could survey the plains. It's the hard part about late game is just figuring out what exactly you want to do. Engineering's all the way up. So if we assist in medbay, that just increases our biology, but we get +3 empathy. We tutor children, that gives us reasoning. We need reasoning. And empathy. Yeah, let's tutor some children for a bit. I'm cool with this. Lol. Oh my god, she's so grown up. Look at her. Little Nougat is actually kind of cool looking. Almost vampire-like too, not gonna lie. Today you're tutoring Nougat and a couple younger kids in ancient Earth geography. They're learning the names of the countries by pointing to them on maps and saying a few facts about them. It seems kind of pointless to memorize places that these kids will never see, but it's not like you can teach them much about Vertumnan geography yet. You're still discovering it. Billions of people, Nougat says, squinting at the hollow projection of Earth. How did they fit everybody into one little planet? Like, with all the trees and animals and stuff? Like, it's one big colony. Lol. Nah, we're gonna tell her the sad truth. Look, man, you give Nougat the little kid version of the truth that you learned as a kid. You tell her life on Earth was brutal and hard. Humanity destroyed the environment and fought over what was left. There were no trees or animals left. Not as many as there should have been, anyways. Most people were poor, hungry, and sick, and the ones who weren't kept all the nice things for themselves. At least your parents were lucky to escape on the stratospheric, and you were lucky to be born on it. You're all lucky to be here now. No matter what, at least Vertumna isn't Earth. Nougat's looked bewildered. She doesn't really watch holovids, only the cheerful ones for the kids that don't address Earth's decline, so she had no idea. But they still had really, really tall buildings, right? To fit all the people? You sigh and tell her that they did, and she nods in satisfaction and goes back to her schoolwork. Oof. Alright. Alright, we'll do... Honestly, we could do the... Oh, wait, no, because, we gotta get our goal. This is not a great hand. Alright, we are going to... 5, 6, 7? Oh, that just drops it so much. What about 4, 5, 6, 7? Okay, we're getting somewhere. Add a mushwood log. Yeah. That was a rough hand. Yeah, hurting a friend is not really that great. Should probably think about getting rid of that card. That's fine. We got +4 reasoning, which is what we were looking for. We got an extra empathy, which is helpful. Late quiet. Probably do some combat training. Anybody got cool things to talk about? Nope. Nope. Okay. Always gotta check, just in case. Might be mushwood logs, too, somewhere. Yep, okay. We could do some combat training. Get that up. +2 combat, +1 animal. Yeah. You heard Security Chief Rhett out on the lookouts. Lookout for lookouts. That is, for kids to chill on top of the walls all afternoon and count Xenos. Sounds way better than going to class. He gives you a once-over, eyes narrowed. Alright, he says. Look over there at the end of the field. What does that sign say? Read it out loud. You can read that the sign easily says, if you can read this, your eyesight is 20/20. Huh, what a weird sign. What does that mean? Rhett nods in approval. Good, you pass. Come back next month and I'll put you on the roster. Nice. Boop, boop, boop. I don't like that that one's locked in place, but that's fine. Oh, we got super goal. That's good. You worked well this month. +6 combat. Hell yeah. We'll just do this for a bit. Oh, it's because we have our heroic status too. That's why. Okay. I bet we lose it this month. Yeah, we lose it this month. Sad, but that's fine. Alright, new stuff should have spawned. There's an egg. I can give this to an enemy. Hello, an enemy. Do you like egg? Question mark. I have egg. Hooray. You are a hero, and I am starving. I'm gonna get to the kitchen and cook this up right away. Don't really have anything to give her. Kala wants to talk to us. You're looking around for Cal when you overhear him just around the other side of the geoponics dome. For the last time, leave me alone. This doesn't sound good. Ooh, oh, I'm gonna kick this boy's ass. I'm gonna, You get closer to find Cal facing down Rhett and Vase. They've cornered him. Their body language calm and relaxed, while Cal's so angry, almost shaking. Cal, please listen to us, Rhett says, spreading his hands. We're not here to conscript you. I can't force you to join the army. All I'm saying is that I need a good, loyal, strong young man like you out there on the front lines. Rhett smiles. You're a good boy, Cal. I admire your passion for peace and your dedication for fighting for it. That is why I'm here, asking you to help me protect the colony. Protect the colony? That's such a lie. You're not protecting anything. You're just slaughtering defenseless animals in their home. It's disgusting. Hey, Vase retorts, taking a step forward with his fist raised. Show some respect. Cal squares up like he's ready to take the hit. For who? Psychopaths like you? Vase roars and looks like he's about to take a swing, but Rhett holds him back with one hand raised. Vase slinks back to Rhett's side. Glower. I don't know how to pronounce that word if I'm being honest. Glaring, I know, at Cal. I can tell you need a bit more time, Rhett says. I just wanted you to know that my door is always open. If... Get lost, Cal says, cutting Rhett off. Rhett looks surprised. I'm not interested. I will never be. Vase looks like he's about to lip off again, but Rhett speaks before he can. All I asked is that you keep it in the back of your mind, Cal. When you come around, I'll be happy to take out your options. I will be happy to talk about your options. With that, they leave. Vase gives you a scathing look as they... Oh, I want to kick this... I want to beat the ever-living shit out of this kid. Irritating. Very, very irritating. I do not like this kid. Alright, Cal sits down heavily on the sack of fertilizer. He must have been carrying it around for Vase and Rhett before Rhett and Vase cornered him. This isn't even the first time, he mutters. His face is in his hands. They're really dead set on getting me to join the hunting parties. I told them I don't want to kill anything. And Rhett was like, it's okay, you can just tell us how to kill them. He looks up, exasperated. Like that's any better. I wish they would leave you alone. Me too. They have a real messed up idea of what it means to serve the colony. Like, who the heck do they think grows their food? Ghosts? Cal picks a loose thread on the sack that he's sitting on. Man, this whole war is light speed stupid, he mutters. Lou and his people come crashing in here and think they run the place because they have bombs and guns and nobody stops them. Nobody stops to think, like, maybe we're actually the invasive species here. Lead to live in harmony with nature. I'm glad you agree. I just feel like we showed up and plopped ourselves right in the middle of the food web. And we didn't even think for a second about the chaos that would cause on the ecosystem. We owe it to this planet to do our best and try to understand. Cal's shoulders slump in a sigh, and he pushes himself to his feet. Man, I wish I could still talk about this stuff with an enemy, he says, slinging the sack of fertilizer over his broad shoulders again. You can see why Rhett wanted to get him in... Oh. You can see why Rhett wanted to get him in the defenses force so badly. I miss her, Cal admits. I miss that we used to be so close when we were kids. He shakes his head. But he's gone. But she's gone, all human supremacist now. And I just can't stomach that, you know? There is a floofer making noise back there. Alright. Hello. Have shiny rock. Hello, Tis. Have the last bit of alien technology I have. Hooray! Well, I have no more alien technology to give him, sadly. I could go foraging, I guess. Get a bunch of items to give to people again. But I have plenty of mushwood logs for you, friend. You're looking for Rex at the construction site, but Rex finds you first. Tackle hug! You turn to the source of the yell. Rex is barreling towards you, arms stretched out. You have about 2 seconds to decide how to react. Leap into his arms, of course. You get yourself ready to launch into his embrace, catching a glimpse of Rex's delighted smile as he scoops you up into his strong arms. He lifts you off your feet and swings you around, laughing. Hey-oh! He exclaims. He holds you easily against his chest. What's a good boy like you doing in a place like this? What is a good boy like you? That is such a dog pickup line, and I love it. Give him a peck on his cheek. Rex's cheek is warm and soft, and you feel the curl of his smile under your lips. He sets you down on your feet, cups your face in his hands, and presses a friendly kiss into your forehead. Nice to see you too, he says. Nice. Did we learn this, or did it just, like, upgrade? I hope that's an upgrade. Yes, it is upgraded. Good. That means it's bigger. That's super helpful. You think you're starting to understand this strange Helio boy and his love of hugs. So, Rex asks, crossing his arms, were you looking for me? What you need? Rex, we learned Rex is more? I don't know what that means. Can I? Or I learned about Rex more, I guess. Okay. Let's do something fun. Rex tilts his head to the side. Like what? I'm hot, you're hot, let's make out. Wow, man is fast on the punch. Rex's eyes go wide and he bites his lips. Alright, I'll let you guys read this. I'm not reading this out. Alright, I'll read it out. Alright. Oh man, he says, rubbing his hands down to his face in a mock agony. I mean, obviously, yes. Hello, Ragashi? Hit me up literally any other time, but I'm actually super stoked to work on the build today. He looks over his shoulder at the construction project behind him, and then looks back at you with a devilish smile. If you want, you can come see what we're working on. There's lots of cool private rooms and stuff. LOL! You follow Rex back to the construction site. He waves at the other workers and then leaves you in a half-built room that's almost completely out of their line of sight. This is the best I can do, he whispers, bracketing you against the wall. But honestly, it's kind of fun, right? He's right. It is kind of fun. Lol, what? Is that Mars? Neat. I wonder if they get together if I don't follow that. Because that's also a cool thing about relationships, too, is they naturally happen with certain characters. So if you don't butt in, they naturally happen with others. Like Cal and Anemone. Of course, I don't know if that's actually... I feel like Cal and Anemone would get together if her brother didn't die in that attack. So that might be something. Nice. That was all of our stress gone. You and Rex emerge from the construction site sometime later, rumpled and kiss bitten and just a little bit contrite. The other construction workers tactfully don't take notice, and Rex kisses you one more time and sends you off with a jaunty wave. You feel more relaxed than you have for weeks. Well, that was just a free anti-stress. Thank you so much. What does that do for me? 10% chance. Oh, for how long? Clear-minded, you've got no stress or worries. 10% chance to gain +1 bonus when increasing skills. Okay. 10% chance. That's fine. Hello, Jess. That's right, I already gave you a thing. Put on a scary face. Yeah. See, the fact that the value is wild scares me because I don't know what if it could be a 0, it could be a 1, it could be a 3, it could be a 9. I just don't know. And I don't like chance like that. I prefer calculated risk rather than random chance. What were we doing? We were doing combat, right? Yeah, because combat gave me so much. Visit the gym. Alright, we can upgrade cards. We're going to upgrade that on the off chance that we need it. Okay, nice. And that should be a +4, I think. That's good. Alrighty. Alright, we could totally go to the kitchen. I forget what that upgrades, but I know it's a bunch of speech stuff. Creativity and empathy. That's not terrible. Let's do that. Help in the kitchens. Auntie Anne comes bursting into the kitchens carrying a large crate. Special delivery, Ragashi. She sets the crate down on the prep table and sticks her hand inside. It's time to do my very favorite thing in the kitchen, figuring out new ways to cook fresh food. You grew up eating soy rations, tasteless but nutritious. The hydroponics aboard the spaceship never made enough to feed everyone, so fresh food was a luxury. Anne's always excited to try her hand at real cooking. Okay. With a flourish, she pulls from the box an alien plant you've never seen before. It's pale blue-green, oblong, and about the size of her forearm. It hits the cutting board with disturbingly meat-like slap and immediately starts oozing slime onto the surface. Geoponics finally cleared this friendly little fruit for human consumption. It doesn't even have a name yet. You could come up with something fitting while you figure out how to use it. You look dubiously at the weird fruit. As you watch, it glorps out fresh wave of slime. Hmm. Pale blue-green, oblong. I don't... oh my god, that's terrifying. Alright, Auntie Anne catches your disgusting expression and laughs. The business of eating can really turn your stomach sometimes. Imagine, back on Earth, everyone used to eat meat from living things. This is a blessing, Ragashi. Who knows what we can do with this? We could get a gem. Are those edible? I don't know. Kind of a... I'll try it because it's a 4. It's an iron stomach 4, which honestly is just really good. And it's a strength card, but this is a wild card. Wild cards are usually amazing because I get benefit from both mental and physical depending on certain trait things. I'm going to do this one. Just because of my toughness perk that I get +1 to physical cards. You give it a sidelong glance and you cross your arms. No way. Nuh-uh. You're not putting it anywhere near your mouth. If Anne wants to try it so bad, she can figure out how to cook it. See, look. We get a +1 because it's a red card. And if we ever do brain, it'll also count as a +2. We're a bake-off champion, and we are not even close to willing to try that disgusting sloppy mess. No thanks. Extra creativity, +2 empathy, 7 kudos, 10 stress. And we got a creativity perk. Nice. What is our new perk? New cards in the depot. Alright, well, I spent all of my kudos, though. I wish you would have told me sooner. Visit the supply depot. Draw an extra card. Plus 30 bravery. Times 2 bonus for straights. Oh, wow. That is really, really good. Mostly speech stuff. Not really interested. Bonus to straights and plus. See, these are really good, but I just don't have the slots to replace anything with. What I have currently is really nice. My amulet that basically gives me +5 to challenges, and at every stage of the challenge. That's basically an extra +15 for the big ones. I can't really kit that away. Plus my strength one, I've got plenty of strength cards that give me bonuses, so not giving that one up. As cool as those would be to have, I can't. Alright, let's find something that helps work our empathy. Studying humanities, creativity, persuasion. I want the primary thing to be empathy, that's the problem. Empathy is so hard for a character to learn. Alright, let's tutor children. We can get reasoning out of this. An enemy is still struggling with their academics. Security Chief Rhett expects his officers to have passed their classes, and that means an enemy has to take remedial statistics and remedial biology. You try your best, and by the end of the month, she knows enough to at least pass her tests. Well, that's good. That's a great card to be locked in. Thank you, game. 3, 4, 6, 9, 7. Very nice. Very good boost to reasoning. Small point of empathy. We'll get there eventually. You're browsing the colony bulletin board on your holopalm over breakfast when you notice a new post from Nomi. It seems to be a short story. The title is Xenos to the Rescue! Oh boy. You open the story and read through it. Wow, it's actually pretty good. And we did a great job of grounding the unrealistic premise of talking manticores with relatable characters and strong emotional story. With the help of some of the finer details, Nomi's written something that truly elevates from the art form. You get the notification through your holopalm that you've received some kudos, along with a message from Nomi. Thanks for the help, Ragashi. Here are your royalties. Nice. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but I appreciate it. This month is actually going by a lot faster. Or, I guess, this year. Alright, still nobody to talk to? Okie dokie. Boop, bada boop. Anything outside? Nothing to collect. Alright, are there any speech things? It's just explore nearby. It gives me bravery and perception. That's fine. Alright, back to tutoring. Tutor the children. They must have the tutoring. And we must have the reasoning and empathy. Nomi needs help studying for physics class. They have this idea that they want to be an engineer when they grow up, but because they like robots and holograms. But they're having trouble actually learning any engineering. Nomi pulls up a practice test on their holopalm. The Earth textbooks are full of this kind of dull, rote learning, useful for only finding gaps in your knowledge. For Nomi, though, the gaps seem to be everything. Oh, I'm hopeless at this, they exclaim, tugging on the ends of their asymmetrical haircut. Asymmetrical haircut. There's just so many numbers and formulas, I didn't know there was going to be so much math and engineering, and I have to figure out what I'm going to do for my project, they continue. I want to code a chatbot, Ragashi. Next week. How do I get here? From there. Let's take a look at this test. Oh. Only 20% correct. Oh no, some of their answers are embarrassingly super wrong. Nomi's final project is due next week, and you have to crunch a whole course load of info into their head and leave them enough time to write their bot. Can you do it? No problem. Look at our reasoning. Hell yeah. Nomi Nomi doesn't have a head for numbers, but they can take anything and turn it into a story. So, you just have to apply that study of engineering. You encourage them to think of it in different ways. Yes, there's a lot of rote memorization at first, but once you understand the basics, engineering is all about creative thinking. You teach Nomi how these practice tests are built like a story. There are clues in the question that can help you solve them. Reading ahead can give you hints to the answers of earlier questions. With that and a few mnemonics, Nomi starts getting better at the results on her practice test. That's good. Thanks for the help, Ragashi, they say. Let's be honest though, I'm doing okay on these practice tests, but being able to pass one standardized test doesn't mean I'll be a good engineer. You protest that this is a toolbox of skills that will help them in any engineering problem, but they just shrug and smile. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try some other things, they say. Maybe there's something I'm naturally good at. Yeah, it's called writing, girl. You do it. You do great. You do amazing. Your creativity, cool stuff. All right, 5, 6. There is no H, 9 or 7. So I'm gonna shove this here and shove this here. Here. Hmm. There's that. Hmm. Hmm. Not really a way to get any bigger than that. Sedge. That's fine. I'm not about to use all of my logs. All right, perfect. +4 reasoning and an empathy. All right, we are now in early dust, halfway through the year. We need to make sure we are all learned it up. Learned it up. No stress by the end of the month so that we can take a cool adventure into Glow. Help in the kitchens, creativity and empathy. That's good. I do want my reasoning up though. So we will see. I have a present for you. It's a shiny thing. It's my last shiny thing, so I hope you like it. Oh, you did like it. You liked it enough to give me a speech bubble. Nomi is in their usual spot in the lounge, surrounded by their steadily growing collection of body pillows and stuffed animals. They're curled up with their arms around a giant plushy creature. It seems to be scrolling listlessly through the movies available in the Colony Media archive. Find anything good? No! Nomi sighs, tipping over their side. Not since I finished all of Maid Stalker Ares. I can't believe it ended on a cliffhanger. I didn't know that the Stratosphere had left Earth before the series finished airing. You have every episode except for the two-parter season finale. They bury their face against the fleshy. Now I'll never know how it ends. They sniffle. It's not fair that we'll never have any new shows to watch. This isn't about a show, is it? Nomi wipes their eyes and heaves a big sigh. Yeah, I guess that's kind of true. It just reminds me that, you know, that everything ends and sometimes it's sooner than you expected. When I got here, I remember looking at your huge media library and thinking, wow, galactic. I'm never going to run out of things to watch. It felt like the whole world was still ahead of me, ready to be discovered. A new planet, new people, a new life. Nomi digs their fingers into their fleshy. Now it feels like everything's just on fire all the time. And everyone is always in my case about how I need to grow up. What's so bad about being innocent? Why does everything have to be so grim all the time? They wipe their eyes angrily. And I don't get any more episodes of this stupid show. Like, it's not fair. Understandable. Sometimes the truth is, I get that. It's hard. Nomi nods their chin, wobbling as they try to keep it together. Yeah, they say, tipping their head up at the ceiling and trying to put on a brave smile. Thanks for getting it, Ragashi. Okay. We can give Log. And it's his birthday, I believe. I did remember his birthday now. Stars, he curses, flicking his fingers to the air. If it gets any hotter, I'll have to start taking off stuff I usually gotta keep on. Lamau. I got you. Hugs. Oh, nice. Rex beams when he sees you walking towards him. Ragashi, he calls. Just the person I wanted to see. You duck under the shade of an overhanging bit of construction. I wanted to talk to you about something. Rex starts with a preamble, or without preamble. I wanted to talk about us. You're right, we should talk about it. First of all, this is like a totally no pressure conversation, okay? Rex says. He looks more genuine than you. Yep, this kid is 100% me. It's just really great. It's hilarious. I like everyone, and I love kissing people. I just want to, like, check in with you, because we did that, and I really liked it, you know? I want to do it more. Rex leans into your face, fixing you with a flirtatious look. I just want to know where you're at. What do you want from me? Yes, I like you. Will you be my boyfriend? Will you be my doggo space boyfriend? Rex's eyes go wide. What? He stammers, standing straight up. He points at himself. Me? Really? Yeah. Rex links his fingers behind his head and rocks back on his heels. I never really dated anyone before, he confesses. Like, I love people, and I really like fooling around with people, but those aren't always the same people, if you catch what I'm saying. It's like how I love Nomi Nomi, but I don't want to be sexy with them, and I've definitely hooked up with people I didn't really feel anything for, just because it was fun and we both wanted to. He stops rocking and takes your hand. If you're okay with that, I think we could have a lot of fun and just see where it goes. Yeah, we should date. I'm okay with that. Really? Rex says, perking up. You didn't realize how nervous he must have been until he hits you with the gigawatt smile, full force of his excitement. You want to date me? I want to date you? That's galactic! He exclaims. I don't know what to do next. Me neither! Lol, what do you want to do now? Usually after tell someone I want to kiss them, we just kiss. Is it different if you're dating? He claps his hands to his cheek like a radiant smile hurts his face. I'm overthinking it. Ah! Abort date! Abort date! uh, Smitten. I've gained status smitten. You have mercy on Rex and pull him in for a kiss, deep and languid. He melts into you, making a happy noise in the back of his throat as you embrace each other. Wow, he murmurs in to kiss you. Those kind of kisses are just like on tap now? Okay, I can get used to them. It's true, that is exactly how it is. It's great. It's a great feeling, just having those on tap. Alright, what is this status? Come on. Let me see. You've started dating someone and you really want to share it with everybody. +1 to all social skill increases for... Yes! That's good. We need social skill increases. That's what we're looking for. It's really good, actually. Hooray for Smitten. Alright. I should get my reasoning up. I can't help but think that brain stats are really, really important. Oh, right, I was gonna give you a log. Hey, kid, I remember your birthday. I got distracted, though. Here you go. Lol, I can just start with that. I got you a present. It's a... Whoa. Why are you yellow? Boop. I wonder if it's highlighted or something for, what a reason. Bet. There is another option. Flirts with Rex. Rex's ears perk up and he wiggles his whole body. Oh boy, do I. Let's go. You take him for a walk. We're gonna walk our dog real quick. Don't mind me. You ask Rex if he wants to go for walkies and he laughs. Oof. Damn. Taking your arm as you head off into the gardens, you walk around for a while, getting all the fresh colony gossip from Rex, and eventually end up under a bow of flowering trees. Nice! Anti-stress, let's go! Rex takes a flower and tucks it behind your ear and gives you a crooked smile. This is nice, he murmurs, leaning in to kiss you. I could do this for hours. Nice. So we could just come to him and anti-stress? That's amazing. This is going to be super helpful for our run. We never have to rest again. That is how it feels. There's only a handful of kids that need help this month. You were able to give them all one-on-one attention, and you feel gratified to see them all improve so fast. Hooray. Value is wild. I don't trust it. But okay. 4, 5, 6, 7? No. Dang it, darn it. And value is wild. If the value is wild, I don't see a reason not to. I don't know what it means. I guess this value is wild. Does that mean I can use it for straights? But if it says, I don't know. +5 reasoning, which is good because we got super goal. Empathy because we are in the smitten status. Oh, we are already in Vertumna. Or Vertumnilia. This year's Vertumnilia is ushered in with big military bands and horns and drums, supplemented by recordings of parade music from Earth. Governor Loom strides out of command on gland red carpet and ascends to the stage of precocious applause. Thank you, everyone, he calls out over the din. Look at you. Look at this colony. It finally, truly united. All it took was a common enemy, he declares. I look at you beautiful people, you strong people, you good human people, and I see a fire in your eyes. I see courage in your hearts. I see a colony ready to win. I see a colony that's here to stay. Vertumna, do you hear me? He raises his arms and roars. Do you hear me, Vertumna? We humans aren't going to hide anymore. Loom gestures for Security Chief Rhett to join him on stage, then continues. The original fugitive colonists got it wrong. In Roman mythology, Vertumnus was the god of cultivation, not of rampant, chaotic growth. He clenches his hand into a fist. We need to clear the field before we can plow it. Vertumna won't be safe for human life until the aliens are eradicated. Jeez, you are literally the definition of an invasive species. Like, just because you look great doesn't mean you are great. I don't like you. And you're a terrible person. With a terrible, terrible mindset. Red crosses his arms and nods in agreement. Maybe there's more to this plan than Loom is letting on. Loom descends from the stage and does a receiving line of handshakes and fist bumps. In the vacuum left by the presence, Chief Administrator Seek takes the podium and clears their throat. I want to announce that this will be the last year that the festival contests will be held. What? The sound of protest rise from the crowd, and near front of Loom just shrugs theatrically and mouths, Not my fault. Seek looks down at him pointedly, then continues. This war will use our colony's resources at a tremendous rate, including the most valuable time. Oh, screw you. Oh. No one likes you. Loom takes off the stage and soothes the crowd. I do have some good news, he declares. Starting today, the colony is going to be granting requests from people who want to have children. A happy murmur burbles through the crowd. Yes, that's right. It's time to start thinking of the next generation of automnans and secure a future for our children. Humans, humans, humans. Anyway, about this war on nature? I think it's stupid, Cal says immediately. I know survival is important, but we don't have to kill things to survive here. Mars rolls her eyes. Duh, of course you'd think that, she mutters. Personally, I think Bloom is a total nuthead. He's not that much older than me. What is he, like 24? And everyone listens to him? Ree! She flips her hair over her shoulder. They should listen to me instead. Finally, you're all called to participate in the games. The last ones, maybe forever. If this war on nature ever ends, you'll probably be an adult, as your friends will all separate into their usual games. You realize that this may be the last time that you just get to be kids. What do you choose? There's honestly Bake Off. Every single time we've done Bake Off, it's been amazing. So let's do Bake Off. You join Cal in the kitchens. I tried to come up with a better pun than bake on, but I couldn't. It's too good. This year's theme is pie. You'll be responsible for forming a delicious, flaky crust and delectable filling. No soggy bottoms. Cal sits up straighter. Wait, I've got it, he cries. Let's see who has what it bakes. Man is such a dad. Alright. So, this should be fine. Boop. 4, 6, 8. Plus we got 2 8s. Alright. That'll be good for this round. I don't want to have to use that card, Hurting a French, because it's not that great. Alright, 5, 5, 7, 8, 9. That's good, but if we put the 9 here, that's extra gem bonuses for all of these, so let's do that. What is this down here? Oh, sort cards by suit. Okay. Next round. And last one. We got this. Gem. Not really any gems. Do that. There we go. +1 to each of these. Yeah, because it's technically wild, it loses that for speech. +1 for each other gem. Let's go +1 for unplayed cards. That there. Put that there. Okay. No. Weird. All right. This is fine. Oh, you know what? We don't have our amulet. We have a combat. No wonder it's been a struggle recently, because I just realized I have the wrong item in my slot thingy. Cow's pie comes out technically perfect, golden brown and flaky with a tart bobber fruit jelly, but the taste is kind of bland, so it's just so-so. The judges remark that it could have used some salt. Oof. Your pie, on the other hand, comes out looking and tasting great. You clearly have what it takes to bake. After the festivities, everyone is supposed to take a few days vacation. You and your friends relax, but the adults move around the colony like ants in a hive, fortifying the walls and preparing the human offense against the planet. Oof. The fact that we are taking the fight against the Xenos is kind of concerning. I feel like this is going to absolutely bite us in the ass. Alright, gear. Swap this. Oh, but combat challenges. Yeah, +5, 2 challenges. Lowers our combat a little bit, but honestly, we don't really need combat. Not a lot, at least. I mean, we need combat, obviously. Probably gonna need that later on. Especially during the fighting phase, so we should level that up, for sure. But there are other things that are important, like raising our empathy up and our reasoning. We will tutor the children some more. I think that is a good idea. I hope this is a good idea. We're also got the status for popular, right? Oh, it's just kudos are doubled for this month. Or for the next 3 months? 3 months. Well, we do get kudos from tutoring children, so that's good. You're reading some Earth novels with the kids when you come across the idiom, those who can't, teach. Huh. Earth has some weird ideas about teaching. You can't imagine saying that to one of your teachers. With such a small population, sharing knowledge is one of the most honorable things that you can do in the colony. Nice. +1 for each. Jam on other cards. Do that. That card gets +3. Nice. And that's a super goal. That's our extra reasoning. There we go. Oh, we're 1 away from getting that perk. That's fine. Extra empathy is good. And we're in late dust. Okay. We can probably... I think it's cool that I can use him as a way to de-stress. That didn't come out contextually correct. But you guys know what I mean, I think. I hope so. Alright, play sports ball, toughness, bravery, lookout duty, perception and animals. That's actually something I do need eventually. So lookout duty will be good. Alright, one more. We'll get our reasoning up one more. Get our empathy up a little bit. We'll probably go to the kitchens for 1 more month after this. And then we'll do other stuff. Tutor the children. You're reading some Earth novels with the kids when you come across the idiom, those who... Oh, wait, we already read this one. Okay. I guess it's one of those things that, like, it's run out of things. That's fine. Alright, that's good. And early wet. New perk. Autoplay fairy sometimes plays the best hand for you. No? I don't know what that means. I didn't know that there was an autoplay. Alright, help in the kitchens. Creativity, empathy, kudos, stress. Alright, help in the kitchens. Creativity, empathy, yeah. That'll be good. It'll knock our empathy up to hopefully where it needs to be. I think we only need 2 more. Well, no, we need a little bit more than 2. That's fine. But we do get our creativity up. Alright, the food dispensers. You have fond memories of the soy gruel that you relied on as a child abroad the stratospheric. You didn't know any better back then. The kitchen's still somewhat reliant on these machines, but now that you have a wider range of ingredients, it's more like a side dish instead of the main course. Alright. So 4, 5, 6. Well, that's not a 6. That's a 6. 7. Oh, yeah. Ah, it did level up my empathy enough. That's good. I was worried. Alright, what is the empathy perk? This is the first time we've gotten an empathy perk. Pay to remove cards in the... Well, we found out how to remove... Gosh darn it. We are how late in this game before I realized that I could pay to remove cards with the empathy perk? Jeez. Okay, forget this. Oh goodness, we have so much we need to forget. Let me forget it. We have forgotten that we could stress cry. Now where's that hurting a friend card? Because I need to get rid of that, because that is an absolute annoyance every time I get it. Okay, good. It's a major detriment. Doing paperwork is sometimes good. +6 if this has the highest value. It never does, so we're forgetting that. Sorry, Tang. We like you, but it's not a good card. Alright. We should get rid of crawling, but we are out of kudos, which means I guess we need to work on getting kudos. Which works, because we're about to go do things that helps us with our perception. Hello, all you wonderful people. Collectibles. We have a single mushwood log and a flower. I wonder if I can give the flower to La Smitten Boy. Well, actually, no, I need to give him logs. Haha! I have a present for you. It's a log. I'm gonna keep bringing you logs. Will be a great bar. Hugs incoming. Alright. I thought maybe it was a monthly thing, but apparently it is not a monthly thing. Okay. We may have to spend next month resting, so I have no stress whatsoever. That's fine. Lookout duty! We get kudos out of it. Not a lot of kudos, but enough. You show up bright and early for muster with other garrison recruits. It's mostly younger people. The older, more experienced security officers are all posted up for guard duty. An enemy is here, though, her rowdy red hair tied back in a proof. She shoots you a little green as she falls into formation beside you. You shift from foot to foot awkwardly, not sure where to put your hands. An enemy nudges you with her elbow and gestures that you should stand like her, with her hands clasped loosely behind your back. You manage that just as Security Chief Rhett comes to speak with the recruits. Good morning, Good morning, recruits, he calls, his voice cutting through still morning air. He pauses, looking at the assembled band of motley youth, and taps his ear. You salute him. Hoo-ha. Rhett crosses his arms. Well, we'll be working on that, he says. Working in the garrison isn't like other jobs, children. Here, you'll be expected to give 100% every day. If you burn some food in the kitchen or shovel the wrong pile of dirt in geoponics, it's no big deal. But here, it is a matter of life and death. Not just for you, but everyone in the colony. Loyalty, dedication, self-sacrifice, and honor. These are the soldier's creed. Rhett says, steely-gazed, and even you wonder how many battles he saw on Earth. Just like your mom, he doesn't like to talk about it. This is not a place for half-ass kids to run around and play soldier. You look around awkwardly at the other recruits. Isn't this a little intense for lookout duty? Rhett catches your attention wavering and speaks directly to you, staring you right in the eye. Laziness and ego have no place here. If you slack off and let something slip past you, you could die. Your friends and family could die. This isn't school. This is real life. Real danger. If you even blink too long, we're all dead. Jesus. Take the no blinking challenge seriously. It hurts your eyeballs, but you stare Rhett down until he actually laughs. Well, he cracks a smile at least, and he looks away first. That's the spirit, he says, clapping you on the shoulder. I don't mean to scare you kids, but I really do need you to know that this isn't a fun little game. You can't sneak your little friends into the watchtower, you can't work on your homework, you can't catch up on sleep. Even though lookout duty seems like an easy job for kids to do, to keep busy, it's very important. I need you to take it seriously, like Ragashi here. Alright, 4, 5, oh no, 6. Oh, we gotta put a 7 here. And we'll put the 10 at the bottom. Yes. That's good. Alright, animals. Animals are slowly climbing. Very slowly. Alright, we have to rest. We have to make sure we are at 100% no stress. I want to explore as much as I possibly can in Glow. We will relax in the lounge. Nothing much happens this month. You spend most of the time spacing out to whatever's on your here speak, occasionally nodding hello to the other colonists passing through. You binge a few seasons of a show you've been meaning to rewatch. We took the month off, and we have no stress. No stress whatsoever. We could forget about it. It is just a plus. It is just a 3. Yeah, plus our stuff is pretty full. I don't really need... And brain challenges don't really come up that often. Especially from what it seems like where the colony's going. Alright, next month is the last one. Okay. Here's a crystal. We could give it to Nomi Nomi if she actually played outside, but I don't think she does. Ooh, our reasoning is high enough. Yes. How is the research coming? Well enough. Well enough, she concludes. But I confessed, I've actually hit something of a block. I'm not sure the answer is right in front of me, but I can't grasp it. You take a look at her work, immediately you come to the conclusion that she's been just out of her reach. Tang rubs her eyes. Oh, you are formidable. I had been coming at it all wrong the entire time. Thank you for being someone who is this Thank you for being someone on this stupid rock I can trust to know what they're doing. Hooray! Oh, I wish I had cool things I can give. Well, here. Have this flower. It might be medicinal. Oh. Okay, good. I hope you find it useful. Hello, Des. Are you doing anything during the glow? No, does not seem like it. Sag. I wish all the kids played outside. But they do not. Alright, we have no stress. We are... Ooh, bobber fruit. Hello, Cal. I have this bobber fruit for you. I would like to give it to you so that we can increase the friendship all the way to 100, because I don't know what it is at right now. It is at 97. Let's go. We can get it up to 99. Oh, hi. I guess I completely missed that. I hope you're still there. What is my goal? My goal is... Well, it pretty much changes each year. Get my stats as high as possible, obviously. I like the perks that are giving it. Get my deck to not one color, but very much just red or wild. And as for this, I actually... I I don't know how far you're into this. This might be a bit of spoilers, but the year before this, I ended up unlocking a special expedition in Glow because I traveled through like alien, ruins and stuff. And one of the things that I am doing, my major goal, what for this run or for this stream this year, was to make sure that I have no stress going into that and get as deep into the Glow expedition as possible before I have to head back. And hopefully we complete whatever mission's there. Alright. Sorry if I missed your chat. I don't know how long ago that was, but nice of you to join. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. I was going to give you a bobber fruit. That's right. I have an attention span that is all over the place, and sometimes I forget what I'm doing very fast. Here you go. Have food. Hooray for 99% friendship. 1 more percent and we get 100. Because that is how math works. Alright. Sneak out to explore Glow. Extra bravery and perception. So far our skills are really high. We should be able to get through all of these no problem. I highly doubt that I'll need persuasion when I'm out in the middle of the wilderness. We will see. Oh, goodness. Where do I go from here? Oh, this way, okay. Oh no, all of the events reset too. Okay. Darn it, I don't have enough perception for this. Do I avoid it? Oh, I can't avoid it, I have to go through. Okay. Well, this is gonna suck, but that's fine. Push through them. Extra stress, not great. Play dead, panic and squirm. Dang it, nope, okay. Well, that was 50 stress, just like that. That wasn't great. Alright, so we need perception to be way higher. Got it. You're crossing a section of the wilderness here where the plants don't throw off. This area is confusing. It definitely seems confusing, considering that I just got my ass beat by worms pulling me up a tree for the second time. I'm already halfway through my stress bar, and that's not great. You're crossing a section of wilderness here where the plants don't throw off as much luminescence as the others. It's oppressively dark here. You use your hollow palm as a flashlight, focusing on the light as a beam to slowly make your way through the cloying undergrowth. The beam of your hollow palm sweeps over the massive Leonid creature with the mane of flowers and 2 crab-like claws. Your stomach lurches downward. A manticore. He looks like a really happy guy, though. Like, I would be his friend. Look at him. Look at that face. It's like, ah. This manticore isn't a deadly killer of the colony's cautionary tales. Actually, it looks terrified. It backs up against a tree, cowering and rolling its eyes in panic. Keep your light on it. You're too scared to move your light away, convinced it will pounce under the cover of darkness. You try to hold your light steady but you're shaking. So this is the manticore. Then you realize it's not even looking at you. It's staring in the forest to the right and slowly grasps that the manticore isn't scared of you. It's scared of something else. It suddenly screeches in fear and bolts off to the left. No! Ow, this is so painful. I can't. You hear something absolutely enormous moving in the trees off to the right, where the manticore was staring. It's a deep grinding sound, like ancient trees rubbing together in the wind, except there's no wind. You turn off your flashlights and hold your breath. Extra bravery, yay! You hear a single loud thump, then stillness again. You wait a full 20 minutes, and it's complete silence. Gradually, the insect chirps and other noises of the forest return, and the glow bugs drift lazily back into the air. You hadn't even realized they were missing, as if the entire jungle was holding its breath too. Whatever it was seems to have moved on. Oh goodness, our stress is skyrocketing. Do we even have enough to, we have enough for 2 more challenges, technically. Oh, please give me anti-stress. Okay, good. Good. Alright. You're amazed at how peaceful it is out there. It's not what you expected. You stay out of sight of the watchtowers and slip between the mush trees in breaths of anticipation. It's it really is pretty out here, with all the plants and animals glowing, especially the wormhole filling the sky above. Neighbors become wild value. Wild value. Oof. Admire the okay, so I'm thinking that value is wild. I still don't entirely understand these cards. But timey-wimey wormhole stuff, that is a Doctor Who reference, and I love it. Neighbors become wild, which means the color becomes wild. But the value of this card is wild, so I'm guessing that means it's an 8. But for, like, straights and pairs, that's the, I'm guessing that's the reason why wild matters there? Ooh, admire the flora in detail. We could totally get a card that gives us 1 less stress. Could be very helpful, considering how, that could actually give us 1 more, run at things if we do it correctly. Yeah, let's admire the flora in detail. The musk trees make their own light, a chemical reaction almost as bright as your hollow palm. All sorts of small flying insects are drawn to them, facilitating pollination. Other plants spreading glowing seeds which float up and dance above you, as if they're alive. Maybe they are. Okay. We already got a biology. The gnarlwood trees have these glowing bumps on them, and are those insects inside? You see something pulsing in there, like a goopy caterpillar becoming a butterfly. How strange. Though you can't see it, you've been told the wormhole high above is shining with ultraviolet light. It's invisible to the human eye, but absorbed and re-emitted as visible light by the flora and fauna around you. Your holopalm calls it a black light, and says that people on Earth used to use similar, but much more concentrated light as decoration. Even your clothes glow faintly. Alright, come on, no stress. I don't want to go home soon. There's so many things I need to do first. Come on, no stress. Yay, no stress. Ooh. Nice. Secret passage? I can't walk past this. Oh. There he is. It's a little confusing. Yeah, we're going to push this way. Oh, we have to somehow get up there. We're not going to get up there this run, it looks like. Oh, our perception is so low. The area is dotted with huge circles of glowing mushrooms, each one nearly a meter in diameter. The bare grass in the center of the circles looks remarkably lush. Okay. Ooh, that's really good. +6 if there's a brain next to it. Let's go. Let's step into one. Or find another route. We'll find another route. Let's see what this one entails. You come across a strange glowing river to the sky, floating above the mushroom-capped treetops. It reminds you of old Earth vids about the Milky Way, or Northern Lights. It undulates in waves to the left and the right of the river. A river of luminous mist. Beneath it, a curtain of tiny glowing particles slowly rains down from the forest below. Cross through it, follow it. It seems to be denser to the left and flowing slightly to the right. So you decide to head left, towards what must be the source. You stray from the path, the ground is hard to traverse, and the dim phosphorus. The river gets dense and starts to shimmer a little, like spore clouds you see sometimes in pollen. You're careful not to get too close to the particles raining down from it. The mist seems to be coming something near the ground, somewhere up ahead. It's something big and moving. The strange river of light flowing from something on the next plateau. It's heading east and trailing this glowing dust, some kind of spore maybe behind it? You could go down into the ravine here and try to keep following it, or safely cross under this eerie stream and continue where you were headed before. Let's keep going. Yeah, I figured that we were going to get stressed anyway, so. After a harrowing trip through the muddy ravine, you make it to the next plateau, only to find the Sky River has dissipated. You can't find any sign of what made it. Oh well. You're too worn out and have to go home. Darn it. Alright. Lame. Oh, no. Oh, I forgot about this part. You right. I totally forgot that colony defense was a thing. You're just putting on your boots to grab dinner in the lounge when you hear that the colony sirens begin to wail. It's the yearly attack. They could have just waited until you ate dinner. Rude. Mood. Outside your window, you watch the colony's defenses begin to mobilize. Your holopalm chimes in with the usual reminders for all civilian colonists to stay indoors. Join the colony defense. Alright. Gain status heroic. You head to the garrison. That's actually really good, I think. Because heroic, yeah, +1 to physical skill increases, so we'll get our perception up. We're just 3 points behind perception, and that's the most annoying part. You head to the garrison to grab a phase rifle, then report to the front. Chief Rhett looks surprised to see you, but assigns you a squad with an enemy and tells you to get up to the walls and do your best. On the other side of the walls is more Xenos than you've ever seen in one place, ever. They seethe out of the forest, large and small, herbivorous and predatory, fungal and otherwise, flying and crawling and hopping towards the colony with a single-minded determination. The air fills with the few of lasers, laser turrets, and the crackle of phase of plas rifles. The enemy's front line collapses, only be replaced with even more Xenos, just as many as before, if not more. There's no end to it. The firebreak turns into a graveyard of dead and dying alien bodies. Wave after wave, crawling over the corpses until they roil at the base of the walls, like the foam on a wave when it hits the shore. You hear the walls creaking underneath you, but they hold strong. There is no sun to set in glow, but night falls on the battlefield without any break in fighting. Your fingers begin to cramp pulling trigger on your plas rifle. Finally, you're relieved by the second guard shift. You walk straight towards the garrison and right to a dreamless sleep. You're awoken 6 hours later for your next shift. The kitchens have provided the soldiers with pressed soy rations and hot blip tea. Blip. Which you grab, then make your way back to the walls to survey the carnage of the night. As you arrive, your holopalm lights up with priority messages. Security personnel, we are under siege, the security chief says, getting right to the point. On Earth, sieges were used to break the city by starvation or drought. We have plenty of food and water. Guards will rotate 6 hours on, 6 hours off. So long as we keep the Xenos on the other side of the wall, we can hold them off for days, weeks even. Weeks? Everyone exchanged exhausted looks. He paused. We can do this. We're stronger than them, and we're not going anywhere. You and the other soldiers fall into a fitful rhythm of alternating shifts on the wall with brief snippets of sleep. Gunfire becomes the soundtrack of your days, which begin to smear together like paste. An enemy in particular is suffering. She volunteers for relief shifts, sometimes pulling doubles or triples on the walls. You catch her mechanically shoveling soy porridge into her mouth before seeming to fall asleep sitting up. A minute later, she jolts awake as someone's spoon clatters against their bowl. Tempers grow short as fatigue sets in. 6 days pass. You're on shift, watching the Xenos batter themselves against the wall. You feel your eyes unfocus at the sheer, formless horde of them. In all of these days, you still haven't breached the colony. Sometimes they even seem to retreat, heading backwards and reforming somewhere else. It's behavior you've never seen before. A group of monstrous break from the tree line. Nothing new except for one of them. One of the... What the hell are you, sir? This is... Oh my goodness. This has to be one of the ancient people race thing. What is that? Oh my goodness. Why do you have a gun? The creature looks suspiciously like a person, at least from the waist up. Waist down, it's a lumbering chimera, vaguely reminiscent of a faceless, wrapped in tattered bits of flesh and bony protrusions. Something like hair flutters behind it as it turns and looks right at you with an unnerving, malevolent intelligence. You rub your eyes. Yeah, it's still there. It approaches to the base of the wall, and the other monsters surge forward to pound against the gates. Try to talk to it. You wave at it, and the little creature sneers and, to your surprise, approaches the wall. Little weed. They address you in the halting, rasping voice. Everything seems to go quiet nearby as you strain to understand this talking horror. Child of breeding rabbits, feral pigs do. Its unnerving human gaze pierces you. Introduced species, you understand. You wonder if you're hallucinating. Is it holding a gun? You slowly nod yes. You understand the words at least. I am Noctiliancent, the monster says through the voice box that seems better suited to guttural roars than human language. A gardener. Designation pest control. Oh, oh. Yep, what did I tell you? Invasive species. Ah, neat. I appreciate that bit of knowledge there. Yeah, no, we are definitely an invasive species, for sure. What do you want? Why are you trying to kill us? Bring it on, you ugly asshole. What do you want? Who are you talking to? Delusions. Oh no. Okay. I was talking to nobody because honestly, a -1 card, no matter if it's wild or not, is terrible. I was talking to nobody. You shake your head. Maybe you were just seeing things? You don't want an enemy to worry either way. She nods and pats your shoulder. The siege is getting to everybody, Ragashi. It's okay. Finally, after the 6th day of the siege, you look down at the sights of the plas rifle and see a curious thing. The monsters are retreating. As you gather with the other soldiers in the colony square, your holopalm lights up with a priority announcement from Governor Loom. The alien attackers have been defeated. The siege has ended. Another year, another win. You're welcome, Vertumna. You're welcome, humanity. What can I say except you're welcome? You're welcome? You hear Chief Rhett nearby, livid. What did he do? He rants to his security officers. Raced out of here like an idiot with his honor guard? Defend strategically unsound positions? Put himself in danger so he had to save his overstuffed ass? The soldiers all shift uncomfortably, but no one disagrees. And then I actually needed him? Oh, and when I actually needed him? Taking his 12-hour beauty rest while the rest of us slogged through this endless shift. The soldiers are exhausted from the siege, so the crowd in the square disperses quickly. Only a few Helio remain, covertly filming Rhett while he continues to rail against... Oh no. Oh no, Rhett. Oh, Rhett's about to get his, Rhett's about to be reprimanded in probably a very violent way, because Loom is for sure a dictator. On the horizon, the first rays of quiet streak to the sky with lavender. You watch Utopia's reclamation crew head out through the gates to begin vaporizing xenocorpses for their component molecules. That night, you have terrible dreams. You imagine that you're sieging the colony. Oh, that you are sieging the colony. That you're a creature crawling in the mud on your belly. The ozone crackle of rifle fire arcing overhead. With your talon claws, you rip into the walls like they're made of clay, stuffing choking handfuls of it into your mouth. In a moment of lucidity, you try to pull the clay from your throat, but no matter how hard you pull, it just never ends. That's a weird dream. You jolt awake when you realize that you've been pulling your own guts out of... No. You're shaking and coated in film of terror sweat, your heart pounding. You don't find sleep again before dawnbreak. I mean, I wouldn't either. Jeez. Okay. That was an interesting year. Alright. A little bit shorter than normal. Mostly because we focused on stat improvements than foraging. Relationship increases were good. We got some decent cards as well. No changes in colony defense or colony food. Trying to figure out how to increase that. But for the most part, that was age 17. We got 2 more years of this to see what the end has in store. I'm really hoping I get better perception because it was not great running into plus 50 stress just from a random event like that because I didn't have enough perception. We'll do better, though. I believe we'll do better. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. I am trying to hit a follower goal of 50 by the end of the month. which is approaching probably too quickly, but that's fine. My follower goal is still 50, so we're going to be hitting that, whether it be by the end of the month or by the end of next week. So if you like what you see, if you enjoyed hanging out, give me a follow. It's super helpful. Along with that, I plan on playing this probably 2 o'clock, just because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I was out for other reasons. Might be bringing this back tomorrow. It completely depends. Actually, no, I'm probably going to the. We will see what happens. But I know for a fact that we are going to be playing this at 2 o'clock Monday through Friday on a regular basis, just because I truly enjoy this game and I'm excited to see where it goes. There's a lot of really cool directions that this game goes in. The fact that decisions actually mean something in this game, I'm very excited to see what the next playthrough has in store. I'm also excited to see what the end has in store, because creepy alien beetle man called me an invasive species. While it's not wrong, how dare he? I will be his friend. It will be great. I probably need to get my empathy up if that's going to be the case, though. But yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. It has been fun. I have truly enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.